Alright, this is just a quick vid. I'm still working on this build. This is a long range 7-inch build I'm working on. Right now, I've been developing this single axis gimbal that goes on the front of this frame. This is an alien clone. It says 300 millimeter, so you can run the 7-inch props. This particular gimbal will fit any alien or alien clone. It also fits other frames because there's a lot of frames that share the same spacing on the bolts, on the risers, and distance from the back risers, and then the height of the risers. So you can actually fit this on other frames. But I wanted to show you where I'm at with this. So if I get my radio in frame, which is connected, this potentiometer down here actually controls the angle of the gimbal. Okay, and then I also have a preset switch right here. So the first switch is like normal flight, like a normal kind of angle you'd want to fly most of the time with. So if you hit that, it'll automatically get you to that angle. And if you flip it back there, it'll enable this. So it doesn't matter where this dial is. If you hit that first setting, it automatically brings you to your normal flight angle. Now, similarly, if you click it one more, that's full angle. That's like turbo flight mode, because angle dictates maximum speed, or dictates your normal speed of flight. So by flipping the angle to full, it's kind of like turbo speed mode, and then you can go back to normal angle, which is like the angle you're most comfortable flying. And then let's say you can use this dial here. And let's say you wanted to look down, like with one flip of a switch instead of having to play with the dial. You set this all the way down, and when you return the switch all the way back, it'll automatically go all the way down, and then you can go back to your normal flight mode. So it's kind of like having 3 set positions. The first setting is a variable setting, so you can set this dial wherever you want it to go when you're all the way back. Again, so like maybe you want to look down just a little bit when you're all the way back, and you got your flight mode, and you got your super speed mode, and it's real easy to set the angle. So I'll show you real quick. Let me just get the radio to where we need to be. So the way that you are setting the presets is in special functions. You're actually going to override the channel that's on. So if you go in here and you're going to go over here to the number, if you watch, this is the normal flight speed. So with the dial, the other dial, this is where we're setting our preset angle. So you can really actually dial in your normal flight angle. So like maybe that's where you want it to be for your normal flight angle, and then you go ahead and back out of here, and now this position will always bring you to kind of your dialed in angle, and you have full angle. And you can actually, those two were the 2 positions. You can change the maximum angle to whatever you want. Maybe you don't want it full maximum, maybe you want it almost max angle. So the whole idea behind this was, I might like to be flying at a comfortable angle, and then kind of go into a hover and then look down without having to tip the whole quad and fly forward. And then I thought I might be flying, and then when I'm kind of cruising in an area I want to check out, when I'm done or when I want to get there, I can go to like max angle and like zip there and then go into normal angle. So my thought was, it's a long range quad. I should have some control of where I'm looking with the gimbal, and that's kind of where I was going with that. I also have a couple other printed parts. This is just a mount for the Furious FPV VTX, and it'll fit anything about that width. And then this is a mount. Obviously, this isn't a 2.4 gigahertz antenna. I have this on there just to kind of mock that up. And then this is designed for the spacing, for the width of the R9mm receiver, And honestly, I don't know if it's going to fit. I just designed this based off the specs online. I'm still waiting for that to come in the mail, so I should have it sometime this week, which is really cool. But anyway, I thought some people out there might like to have this ability. I don't think it makes much sense for something you're going to be flying freestyle with. And then again, maybe you could have some kind of ability to go to a weird angle like this real quick and do a really weird trick that nobody can figure out and go straight to that and do some Maddie stunts and then go back to your normal flight mode. I don't know. I don't know how much sense that makes, but I feel like for long range flight, this is something that could probably come in handy. So thanks for watching, and I'll have more on this.